Hello, this is Ashee from Crafting with Ashee and welcome to this video. Thank you for joining me today. I have this cute little Valentine card to share with you. All love and red and very Valentine's-y, but I like it. Now this paper here is the Most Adored Designer Series paper, and this is a freebie during celebration. So for every qualifying purchase you can choose something free from the celebration catalogue, and this is one of the items I chose. I love this paper. We actually featured this in my online card club that I run in my Facebook group once a month on a Wednesday evening. So if you'd like to join us for the next one, hop onto my website and you'll find all the details there. So I'm going to start off with some stamping, and the stamp set I'm going to use is this one called Country Bouquet, and we're going to use Happy Valentine's Day, and I'm just going to ink this up, so tap tap tap, inking it up in real red cards, real red ink rather, and just going to stamp down. Lovely. Leave that aside to dry for a second and give this a little clean up, because I find real red ink can go everywhere and stain, so not stain but cause a problem. So I prefer to clean up always as I go along, to be honest, with any colouring. It's just the way I am. Saves me problems later on with things going wrong. Are you the same? Do you like to clean up as you go along, or do you tend to have a huge mess and then have to try and clean that up? Okay, so while that's drying, let's assemble our card, and I'm going to bring in some pieces here. So this is our card base. It's a thick basic white card base. So it's an A4 sheet cut in half and then folded in half. And then I've got a piece here of the Designer Series paper that measures 14.35 centimeters by 10. And you can see here the other side with all the lovely gold foiling. So the paper doesn't have to, I mean, even the front here, this doesn't scream Valentine. It could be for any type of any occasion. Red is not just for Christmas and Valentine. I love red. Okay. And then we're going to have our two little offset pieces here. I'm going to decide how I want them to go. I do want them at an angle. Some sort of an angle anyway. So I'm going to put a bit of glue here when I've decided where I want them to go. There we are. I think that's going to be okay. So set that aside. And we're going to do a little punching next. And this is the punch we're going to use as the Country Bouquet punch. It matches the stamp set we just used. I'm going to punch out this heart. Once in real red. And then once in Flirty Flamingo. Okay, close up that punch. Set all these pieces aside as well. We'll bring in our stamp sentiment, and we're going to just cut this out using our trimmer. As you can see, I'm going to cut mine quite close this time. Last time I didn't, but we can always do things differently. Doesn't have to be the same every time. And just going to take a bit off there, and that will do for me. Okay, so now I'm just going to back this on a piece of real red cardstock. Okay, so I did cut this out actually again off camera because I cut the sentiment I felt was skew. So I didn't want to skew sentiment, so I just re-stamped it, and there we go, and I've matted it on the piece of real red cardstock. Okay, so let's bring in our card base. Now on the back of here I've got some adhesive sheet, because it's quite a big piece, so I didn't want to have to faff with tons of dimensional, so I just used a bit of our foam adhesive sheet. There we go. And then you can decide how did you want this to go. Something like that. Gives you a nice lot of even dimension. get rid of these backings, and then we're just going to put a sentiment down. We're not going to pop this up. We're just going to place it on top, something like that. And then we've got our hearts here, and I'm going to have them intertwined like this. So where they intertwine, I'm going to put a bit of glue, and then I'm going to pop the rest up on dimensionals. And I'm sorry if everything's a bit skew. So let's pop these up on some dimensionals. There we go. And take these backings off. This is why I like to use the foam adhesive sheet when it's a big piece, because then you don't have to faff with so many backings. And then we're going to have our hearts there. Now you could choose to use these pieces that we also cut out if you want, but I don't think I'm going to. We can save that for another day. And then we're going to just do a little bit of, I've got glue on my grid mat, turn it to the other side, glue free, that'll do. Because glue on the mat, it's a real pain to, everything sticks to it. Now I'm going to use some of these pastel adhesive back sequins. I'm going to use some of these pink ones here. And I think I'm just going to have a few dotted around. Like that. And that is our card. Actually, let me put one more on the heart. Let's go for a nice big one on the heart. Let's put it, where should we put it? This doesn't seem right. I think I've got two here. I do have two. Don't need two, just one. That's better. I think I'm going to put it, no. Yeah, that will do. There we go. There are the two cards. I hope you liked them. If you did, I'd be grateful if you could give it a thumbs up so YouTube know, and please don't forget to subscribe to future videos. If you want any more information about the project, the measurements, the supply list, etc., it's all on the blog post on my website, and you'll find the links to that in the description box below. So thank you again, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye.